lesson is Precentages. It's grade 8 on your textbook part 2, lesson 18. So, Precentages. Before I start this lesson, if you are still not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. Okay, then let's start the lesson. After studying this lesson, you will be able to converting fractions to percentages, converting percentages to fractions, and calculating a percentage of quantity. Finally, finding the total amount when a percentage is given. You will be able to learn, as I mentioned, areas. Okay. First of all, what is the percentage? You may see by the TV or some advertisements. In some shops have mentioned some discounts, 5% discount, 10% discounts, like that you have seen. So, do you know what is that? How should we calculate percentages and how can we representing the percentages? From this lesson you can learn all the things. Okay, first we see what is the percentage. Percentage is a numerical value we can representing a fraction. Numerical value of a representing fraction with different denominator. As you learn your fractions, you know what is the denominator. So as a denominator, as a part of 100, we can see it as a percentage. The symbol of percentage is this. You have seen this everywhere. This is the symbol of the percentage. Okay, now we'll see how to converting fractions to percentages. How to converting fractions to percentages. You know, I think you all know about the fractions, and now we are going to learn how to convert fraction into percentage. Okay, first example is 1/4. So how can we convert this fraction into a percentage? We have to make this denominator as 100. We have to make denominator as 100. So to make denominator as 100, what we have to do? There's a 4. So we can multiply. I write it again here. We can multiply this 4 by 25. If we multiply this 4 by 25, it becomes 100. So the denominator becomes 100. Same as we have to multiply numerators also from 25. After we multiply, this becomes denominator becomes 100 and numerator becomes 25. 100 upon 25 means if this is 100, we can see it as I'll write it here like that. So this is the converting fraction into a percentage. This is the symbol of percentage. By making denominator as 100, we can convert a fraction to a percentage. So you have to make the denominator as 100. That's what you have to do. Make the denominator as 100. We'll see the next example. It's 5/3. So make the denominator as 100. From which value we have to multiply? 20. We have to multiply by 20. I write here we have to both denominator and the numerator as multiply by 20. Then you can see the denominator becomes 100. Then we get denominator as 100 and numerator as 60. Then what is the percentage? 60, no? It's very easy. Next example. We have there, first we have to make it as a normal fraction. So we have to convert it. So it becomes 2 upon 5. You know how to convert it. 2 multiplied by 2 and plus 1. Then it becomes 2 upon 5. Now we have to convert this one as a percentage. So I write it down here. So make the denominator as 100. We have to multiply by 50, no? So after multiplying both numerator and denominator 50, we get 100 upon 250. Then what is the percentage? 250%. Understand? So you have to remember, to convert fraction to a percentage, you have to make denominator as 100. That's what you have to remember. Okay, so that is what I have written here. When a fraction is written with denominator 100, it can be written as a percentage. That's what we have done. Now we'll see how to write this fraction as a percentage another way, using another method. We can use directly this one. We can write it as like using the 100%. This we can use to convert it. So then it becomes 100 divided by 4, like this. So the answer becomes 25%. Same answer we get, but this is the another method we can use. Directly we using 100% percentage mark. So you can do using this method also. You can use whatever the convenient method you can use. This also we can write it as like that. So multiply become 300 divided by 5. Then the answer become 60. Next one also we done earlier. We have to convert it as this and we have to multiply by 100%. Then it becomes 500 divided by 2. It means 250. Finally we have to put the percentage symbol. So indicate the percentage, we have to write the symbol of the percentage everywhere. Don't forget to write this symbol. Okay, now you know how to convert fraction to a percentage. Now we'll see how to convert percentages to fractions. Convert percentages to fractions. We'll see how to do it. There's a 20%, 5% and 125%. So how to convert this into a fraction? So this is we can write as it's 100 upon, we can write it as 20 upon 100. So we can write it as 100 and denominator as 100 and the numerator as 20. So then we have to divide it. Then it becomes 1 upon 5. This is the way how to convert percentages to fraction. We have to take the denominator as 100, then the value as numerator. Then we can divide it and make simplify, get the fraction. Next one is 5%. So how to write it? value is as a numerator and the 100 as a denominator. Then we have to divide it. So it becomes 1 upon 20. Next one, 125%. Then numerator as 125, the denominator as 100. So dividing this, simplifying this one. How to simplify? We can divide it both from the 25, no? We can divide it both denominator and the numerator as from the 25. Then for 100 it has 4 25s, and for 125 it has 5 25. So the answer becomes 5 upon 4. You have to practice it. You have write some new percentages and try to convert into fractions. You can follow your textbook and do all the exercises in the textbook. Then you will be very familiar with those converting fractions and the percentages. Okay, now we'll see how to expressing a quantity as a percentage of another. Expressing a quantity as a percentage of another. I have taken example from your textbook. We'll see as an example this one. You can see subject. I have given two subjects, mathematics and science. Total number of questions given is 40 for mathematics, 50 for science. Number of correct answer obtained, 32 for mathematics and 38 for science. Now we'll see how to take the percentages of this quantity. Now we'll see how to express the quantity as a percentage of another. As I said earlier, this is the example. We'll see how to calculate it as a percentage. Mathematics, total number of questions how much? 40. 40 questions. How many numbers of correct answer obtained? 32. So we can write it as a fraction. So the total number of questions is 40. So we can write it here, mathematics. Then how much were correct? 32. Then 32 upon 40 is the, we can write it as a fraction. For science it is 38 upon 50. So we wrote that quantity as a fraction. Now we will see how to convert into a percentage. Marks for mathematics as percentage. How to convert it? We have to write the fraction. Now we know how to convert a fraction into percentage. We have to multiply by 100. We learn two methods. One method is take the denominator as 100 or multiply by 100%. So it's easy to multiply by 100%. Now we can divide it and simplify the answer. 100. So we can cut down the zeros, and by 4 it's 8. Then the percentage becomes as 800. For science, what is the fraction? 50 is denominator, 30 is the numerator. 38 upon 50. So make it as a percentage. We write as a fraction. So I do it using this other method. We can make the denominator as 100. So we can multiply by both numerator and denominator by 2. Then the denominator becomes 100. The numerator is how much? 76. This is the fraction, but the denominator becomes 100, so we can directly write it as a percentage. What is the percentage? 76. Okay, now you'll understand how to expressing a given quantity as a percentage of another. This is the very easy method, but you have to practice it and do all the exercises given in your textbook. Okay, now we'll see the final part, calculating a given percentage of a quantity. If the percentage is given, how to find out the quantity. So I'll do this exercise. The percentage of the number of girls in a school is 60%. The number of boys in that school is 200. The question asks how many girls are there in the school and how many pupils are there in the school. So how to find out how many girls are there in the school? They have given us a percentage of the girls in the school. What is the percentage of girls? 60%. So we have to convert it given as a percentage. So we have to convert it as a quantity, no? So how to do it? Okay. If the percentage of girls are 60%, how many boys are there? What's the percentage of boys? It's 40, no? Total must be 100%. So we can find it out. The percentage of the, I'll use another color. The percentage of girls equals 60%. If we write it as a fraction, it's 100 upon 60 upon 100. Then the percentage of girls, percentage of boys. Then how much? 40%, no? Then total become 100%. So if we write down as a fraction, it's 40 upon 100. Now we know this amount. It says in the question, the number of boys a school is 200. So this 40% is equal to 200, no? So this 40% is equal to 200. Then what is the percentage of 1%? It's equivalent, no? 40% is equal to, it means this one equal to 200, no? Then how to find out the total pupils? We have to multiply this by 100 and divide it by 40, no? If the 40% is 200, then how much is the 1% of pupils? So we can find it out. 1% of pupil. 1% of pupils is equal to, then what we have to do? 200 divided by 40. It's become 5. Then 1% of pupils are 5. Then we have to multiply by 100. Then we can get total number of pupils. So total number of pupils equal 5 multiplied by 100. It is 500. So the students are 500 students in the school. So if the total students are 500, boys are 200, then how many girls are there? We have to subtract 500. The total amount is 500. We have to subtract 200 from the 500. Then we can find out the number of girls. Equals 500 subtract 200. Then answer is 300. You can find this answer from another way. How? Using your percentage. We know the percentage of girls are 60, no? So we can write it as 60. Then we can find it out. The percentage is 60. So total is 500. So we have to multiply by like this. Then it becomes 300 also. Same answer. We can use both methods to find out the number of girls. Okay. To understand this lesson very well, you have to follow the textbook and complete all the exercises and the examples given in the book. Then only you can understand this lesson very well. If you have any questions regarding this lesson, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get my latest videos. Thank you very much. We will see you on my next video. Thank you.